fam. So we're back with part two of our series of coming to Nigeria. So check it out. we land in at Murtala Muhammad Airport in Lagos, Nigeria. Now, for those of you who don't know Nigeria, Lagos is the capital of Nigeria. That was before they moved the capital to Abuja. Now, this is around the last millennium. This is in 1989ish or something like that. So we've landed and we're on our way to Victoria Island to stay at Echo Le Meridien Hotel. That's where we're going to stay. So I'm like, dang, so it's dark. I didn't got to ease myself and pee. You know, like I was saying, when we was first pulling up, I had to pee bad. And how I realized I was truly free was when my folks pulled over and they was like, Oga, come down and ease yourself, or you are free. And I was like, I'm free? What in the? So I come down from the car and I ease myself. You know, I pee. And then as I'm peeing and whatnot, um, I noticed that it's these guys and they're like, they got these sticks with like dead animals on them. So I asked my homeboy, like, yo, bruh, what is that? And he's like, dude, that's bushmeat, oh. Bushmeat. I'm like, bushmeat? What in the hell is bushmeat? Yeah, bushmeat is any meat that they've caught out in the bush. It's called bushmeat. You get it? So I'm like, wow, bushmeat though. Crazy. Crazy. And so with that, we start heading to Victoria Island. We're going to stay in at um, Echo Le Meridien Hotel. So we on our way to the Echo Le Meridien, and trying to find out how to cut this light off over here because the glare is killing my eyes. So I know what to do. Boom. So we're on our way to Echo Le Meridien Hotel. You feel me? So as we drive in and I'm checking out this bushmeat, Isuito. That's bushmeat, Isuito. That's what they're saying. So I'm like, man, so I'm not right in no major hurry to really try out no bushmeat at this time. So I'm not tripping. But the thing of it is as we on our way to Echo Le Meridien Hotel in Victoria Island, it is dark. I mean, it's so dark. The only thing I can see is like when somebody smile, I see their teeth. I'm like, man, it is black, dark up in Nigeria at this time, and people is driving like they driving mad. I ain't even never seen this kind of driving, but it's controlled. I'm like, man. So we get to the Echo Meridian Hotel, and it was nice. It was a real nice hotel. It had a casino in the bottom, and it had like, well, you don't know. It had like buff. It was this big buff security guard. Saying like, dude was buff and like buff. So I'm like, man, I better try and be cool with this guy. So as we get ready to go to our room, he helped us carry our bags up, and I noticed that as I'm looking over in the casino area, almost everybody is totally like of the Negroid persuasion. You get me what I'm saying? Like, and I start thinking like I'm an hour into Nigeria and I really haven't seen any white people like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's just amazing, incredible, crazy. It's like I can't fathom it. So when we get up into our hotel suite, I'm looking like out towards the beach, which because Meridian is by Victoria Island, which like off of I think to one side you can see Bar Beach, and then the other side is going near Ekpe. So as I'm looking out there, I see like a little village off to the left, like off to that side. It's like I asked my homeboy Henry, what is that? He's like, oh, guys, Morocco. So I'm like, man, Morocco, Morocco, which was over. It was like that way, and like Bar Beach was back that way. So after I get in and settle down and bed down, I just bed down, give me some food, and on this night I get introduced to pounded yam. Iguro. I'm like, man. So I'm like pounded yam. Iguro. So like melon soup with pounded yam. That's what we have for dinner. And so when melon is kind of yellow. And then in the soup it's like 3-4 pieces of meat. And it's like me, Henry, and Arumadomo and Jano Sunde, like we all getting together to eat. So the way that we would eat, like they put a bowl of water down there, and so we all, like wash our hand in the water, and then you like dip your hand in the you get you a clump of pounded yam, which is like yam tuber, and then you like dip it, like you cup it and dip it, and you eat. You grab it, you dip it, and you eat. And so like it's three of us. We eating like we grubbing. And then boom, all of a sudden the lights go out. Like power outage. I'm like, dang. So, being an American, like kind of like freeze. So I'm frozen. I'm like, dang, the lights is out. And then, but I still hear my homeboys, they still grubbing. God, God. Like I look at John, I'm like, bro, y'all still eating? John Osune's like, now, your hand don't know where your mouth is, or what in Kaiman be this one? And I'm like, what in the, huh? And so I thought about it and I said, you know what? My hand knows exactly where my mouth is, and I got to getting it in again. I got to grubbing with them guys again. So now wahala don't come. Oh. So like my being that my brothers, they're from Ishan. The greeting in Ishan is Bodiaye, and then like your person after you say that they'll be like Anegbe, and then the guy be like Ofure, Odiameme. So that's kind of like a typical greeting and whatnot in Nigeria. So I hear the knock after we finish eating. I hear a knock at the door. It's one of my business partners, colleagues. He's like, and that's when I first hear Ishan. From where I could really understand it. And so the guy comes in. He's like, Bodiaye. And then my business partner Henry's like, Anegbe. And then the other guy's like, Afure. And then these guys like, Adia meme, Adia meme. And then like the rest of the conversation, I really don't understand because I don't really speak Ishan. But like I said, it looked like they were greeting each other and that kind of thing. So I accepted it as that. They had this whole conversation that was above my head. I really didn't understand none of it, but they had the conversation. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I'm trying to ask them like, yo, I want to go down to the casino and meet some of those females because we in the motherland, and the motherland got the original up in there. I mean, they out there. So I asked my business partner Henry, his friend that came to take me to the casino. So Henry like, yo, Osunde, make sure you go anywhere this guy go. So John's job at this point is to follow me anywhere where I'm going, make sure nothing happens to me. I don't get kidnapped, I don't get jumped, nothing like wild happens to me. So that's John's assignment. So we go down to the casino, and then like I got a language barrier, like I don't really speak none of the African dialects, but I speak English. Thank God, and lucky it was me that most Nigerians speak what they call broken English. Oga na wow, you know, like they speak broken English. Like what's happening is like kilo hapon instead of like dialect. It's just like kilo de. So a lot of what you say, it isn't like what you saying. It's how you say it. You get me? Like the tone you use and the fluctuation in your voice kind of like determines really, what's to be said. So I finally get down here to the casino, and then I'm seeing the females, and I'm trying to figure out like what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna approach this thing. So the first female I meet, her name is like uh Adeswa, and she's Ishan. And so I meet Adeswa, and this isn't on no sexual chemistry type of thing. I really just wanted to get some feminine energy into my life so I can get a basic, more feminine, female type of what's going on in Nigeria approach. So when I met Adeswa, the first thing we figure out is like, yo, we got to get some NIDA. Now, NIDA is the money in Nigeria. It's called NIDA. And at that time, the exchange rate was like uh, uh, nine NIDA to the dollar. So I went and swapped out like about $10, and that was like about 100 NIDA. And then like 100 NIDA could get you like uh, Guinness Stout, the little one. It was about 6 NIDA. So I got me a Guinness Stout, and then I got her like a Guinness a Malta beverage. And so one thing that I noticed when I was in Nigeria too is the stars were so, it was like it was so dark that the night it just lit up, like it was almost like if you could touch the stars. So it was such a romantic situation. Like me and Adeswa, we sitting kind of like off in the garden area, just kicking it in the night sky, having some drinks, and just trying to communicate with each other. She's asking me like questions about like what's America like, and then I'm asking her like what's Nigeria like, and I'm starting to find out like, hey, Nigeria real proper. At first I thought it was going to be like, when I got there I thought I was going to be seeing like elephants and lions and tigers and bears, but nah, it's people, they in benzos, they in suits, they in ties. It's women out there, it's Nikes out there. It's all of the creature comforts that we enjoy in America mostly out there. Like with the exception of peanut butter. I didn't really see no peanut butter in Nigeria. Ain't that? I didn't see no peanut butter when I was in Nigeria. So After me and her, we chilled about an hour or so. Uh, I gave her like 10 naira so that she could get her taxi back to Suliti. She lived in I was in Victoria Island, and she lived back on the main island in a little town called Suliti. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Fela, but he sings about Suliti. You know, taxi coming from the north, taxi coming from the south to Ojuilegba. And so she's on her way. And just the sound of it made me want to see what was up with Oju Ilegba. And one thing about Oju Ilegba is popping on. He popping on. So after she leave, I decide to go inside to the casino, and I played some slot machines. I tried my luck for about an hour or two, and I didn't really hit for no major cash because here I am, podcasting about coming to Nigeria. So, and meeting my first Nigerian female and whatnot. Like, I guess that was a date. I went and bedded down for the night. And what I noticed the most was that it was extremely quiet. Like, extremely quiet. And it was so comforting to know. Like, I thought I was going to be like hearing Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, but it was like totally peaceful and quiet. And that night, I got some of the best rest that I've gotten in a long time. So once again, I like to say, fam, thanks for taking time to watch my video. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe and comment below. I'd like to hear your feelings about Nigeria and about my content. I would love to hear your comments about it. Please click on the notification bell so that when we make more great videos, you'll be notified in advance. And if you're interested in starting a business in Nigeria, visiting Nigeria, West Africa, please feel free to reach out to me so that we can bounce back ideas off of each other. Let me know what you're trying to do. I can help you go to Nigeria. I can explain to you what the visa process is, how to get a visa to Nigeria, how to get invited there, where to go, where not to go, things of that nature. So once again, I'd like to say thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Well, this is new footage. Seems like the last chunk of batch that I had kind of like gave out on me. Why, I don't know, but it was a slight problem. It took me about an hour to get the tape popped out. Something like the tape was stuck in. That was Fuji film. Shit's probably just fucking cheap. But anyway, day 5, adventure, Africa. Our goal is to get paid in a major way, like Sugar Free say.